on OBS before I started recording. Good job, me. Thanks, me. Give myself a high five. Good job. Okay. Are we all as ready as we could be? What the hell? I got some new tracks on here that I've never seen before. Is this like from a pack that I got?
Nice.
Yeah, like one sec. Like this is one of the tracks that I've got that came with something. I don't know what. I don't remember adding these.
I can't believe Tom didn't prepare for the unexpected new fucking tracks dropped.
Like this one. I'll listen to these later and make use of them probably, because I don't know if they gave them me, then they must be pretty good. Okay, so... Chalk up is out there. Yeah, it's tradition. So, our band of adventurers, the Talaria, have been attending the Foundation Day celebrations in order to gain renown and potentially find some work. And renown and work you did find. Beginning in the very first day, you had partook in a fighting tournament against several groups consisting of either delegates or just general fighters, in order to see who can last through 3 rounds of creatures, resulting in the Talaria being the only one to succeed on all 3 rounds, getting the attention of the ambassador for the Isle of Tended Earth. What that means, you are not too sure. In addition, prior to that, you had delivered a letter to Headmaster Ferrant of the Academy of the Arcane, and left seemingly being hired to aid the Ioun Accord in keeping an eye out for a possible rogue ex-member of their organization, in addition to being given a method to potentially solve the conundrum of the magically locked book that Kindlin held. On the second day, you had commenced with some acquisitions of various items and settled down to enjoy a recreation of the Day of Land and the Day of Sea events that had transpired during the Foundation's formation. With this in mind, you discussed what your next objective would be. Seemingly leaning towards the idea of heading to the Morag through Sangaan. So, after parting with a sizable chunk of your winnings from the tournament, in order to obtain supplies and prepare various weapons to be upgraded, you had packed up all your equipment, resaddled your horse, and made your way out of the capital of Embar, into the wilds, towards the gate to the south, the city of Sangaan. And that is where we left off. So, I'm just going to be the mother of the group here and say, have you done everything you need to do in Embar?
I would certainly say so. We got a lot of shit done.
I can't wait for our special new weapons.
Right?
Okay.
Actually, can I... I don't need to fully roleplay this out, but can I go back to the customs house where I met the company representative? I can't remember her name. And basically, can I just go there and go to one of the tellers and then put a 20 platinum deposit down into the company accounts in Port Embar?
Sure. They obviously they check your credentials, confirm it's yourself, and then they take the 20 platinum and put it into your family coffers.
Awesome. Okay, because I owed them money.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm currently at 81 platinum. God, I'm dirt poor. Okay.
Okay.
Other than that, yeah, I'm good.
All right. So then, if that is the case, And we'll move us over to the map so that you can see. So just to be sure, so your intention is, I'm assuming, to follow the main road through to Sangaan.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. So give or take, you're looking at about a week's worth of travel. So, if that is the case, for the, well, a week and a day, because you are setting off sort of in the afternoon. Oh no, just under a week, I should say. 6 days, 6.5 days. Either way.
Yeah.
So, I need someone to roll a d10 for me.
Kindling.
Just volunteer him.
Nomination.
Okay. So the remaining part of your day is uneventful. In fact, the roads are relatively clear to the point where you sort of feel that you could push Crispy a little bit faster, pretty much, without worrying about running into anything. The flatlands around Embar means that you have a good visual of any potential threats. And by the end of your travelling, you have cut off a quarter of the day. Or a quarter of a day's worth of travel.
Right on fucking target.
Alright, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Way to go, Kindling.
Although, to be fair, poor Crispy.
Give Crispy some extra meat.
Yeah, because it's just like, here's a nice relaxing thing, and we're not under attack. Go faster, horse! Go faster!
Yeah, no, Kinlan's made a point there.
Yeah, it's true. It's good to know that, like, I am the backup horse.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so do you guys do anything during the night, or are you just, keeping watch and everything?
That depends. Does anyone have anyone that they want to talk to? Anything important?
It is not important, but I have a question for everybody.
Okay.
Okay.
Ask away.
Roll play it out.
Alright, everybody, alright. Gather around, come on.
Yes, what is it?
So, if it ever came down to it, hard if, and say, we didn't have Crispy, no backup plan here. If it ever came down to it, would you eat somebody from the party?
Well, that is a horrifying but a brutally realistic question. I believe if truly we were left with incredibly dire circumstances with no other options, the sheer survival of the majority would take precedence. So, yes, I suppose I would have to be forced to by the sheer laws of nature. Does that suffice as an answer to your morbid question?
Somewhat, because once I hear some answers, there's a part 2.
The part 2 doesn't happen to be, if push does indeed come to shove and we had to pick one person, who would it be?
No. Some of us look gamey. Thanks, Kindling.
Yeah, Mev leans back, like, I imagine we're all at the campfire, we have, like, logs. She leans on that log, and she just thinking about it for a second.
Havelock stirring a pot over the fucking fire, eaten our dinner.
So, like, we didn't have crispy, and there was no other food, and there was no way of getting other food, right?
Right.
That's it?
Yep.
So there's no follow-up question.
Yeah, I'd eat someone. I mean, I wouldn't feel good about it. I'd probably puke. But, you know, survival is necessary, and, yeah.
Indeed. It would be a shame I carry for the rest of my days, but it would have to be a necessary one.
Alright. Would you have the balls to kill them?
It, quite frankly, depends on our situation. You see, if perhaps we are without Crispy and we are in a position where we have no food, there may also be a situation where one member of the party is significantly weaker and has a less chance of survival than the rest of it. So we may have to be forced to put that one individual out of their suffering and survive on their survive on them.
Kindling, who do you think would die first? My money's on Aki. Yeah! Gives Kindling a little high five.
Mev seems to be thinking about this again. She actually, like, there's a long silence as she puts, like, her head in her hands, just, like, kind of, just cupping her cheeks. You know?
Well, you could eat. You can
I change my answer. I change my answer with that question.
Yeah?
I wouldn't be able to kill anyone. In fact, I think it would be easier to kill myself.
So you would volunteer to make it easier for the rest. That's very noble. Stupid, but noble.
Mev, like, she rolls her eyes at Havelock. I don't know, you know, if we're in a miserable situation where we have to, like, eat each other, why make it awful for other people? Plus, Mev, like, looks at herself. I think I'd probably pack more protein.
I don't know. You got a lot of fat there, and Havelock, like, pokes her chest.
Meh. That is not something you say to a girl.
It's not, no. I'll just go.
Just smacks your hand away.
Yeah, Aki, seeing this kind of impropriety, Aki does give you a bit of stink eye, Havelock.
What? Breasts are fat.
It's not very gentlemanly, Havelock.
Who the fuck said I'm a gentleman?
No, my mistake, clearly.
Clearly.
Also, you know, now we're on such horrific morbidities. I have a curious question that's scratching around my mind. Do you think if as you, well, honestly, given all of our shared experiences, probably the correct assumption that if one was to die in the wild, may possibly be me. Do you think if I, in my dying moments, chose to transmogrify into an animal, I'd taste differently?
I think so.
Do you stay as an animal when you're dead?
I don't know, I've never died before.
You want to try?
If you can promise a quick, painless death and an instant revivification...
I don't think we can promise that. You're pretty beefy.
You know, suppose I will have to take. You're too muscular to be easy to be an easy kill. Does that count as a compliment?
I would say that counts as a compliment.
Well, I'm deeply honored to be in such good graces.
And you're wrong. We may not be able to eat Marine, but we could always clear him out and use him as shelter.
Cooking supplies.
He's not that big, is he?
Mev looks at Marine. I could fit in him.
Please do not.
Well, yes.
I could fit him. I've got a broken leg.
Well, Mevla, I hope I don't bring any offense, but with your proportions, I suppose you could fit into most things, couldn't you?
Yeah, you're right. I could fit into most things. I think the only person I couldn't fit in is Havelock, and that's because he's all bone.
I am not all bone.
Mev
You in there, yes.
grabs your arm and just like squeezes it. Bone. No fat. No meat. Bone.
It does the cartoon thing where like the bicep bows inwards.
Yeah.
Piece of shit, you'd be going down first.
Mev grins at him. The only thing fat is your chest.
Havelock gives you the seediest of eye. You wanna go? I'll fight you in the dark. Leave your shadow back here. Come on.
Fucking Mev immediately stands up. You want to fight? Come on.
Come on, Shortcake, let's go. Havelock stops stirring the pot and gets up, fist ready.
Oh, we're doing hand to hand? Is that what this is?
I don't know, maybe a bone will break off in your fucking cheek.
Do I need to get my healing magics at the ready for this?
I have healing magic now, magic piss man.
That's not like, I mean, I don't think my urine has magical properties. We could test it, I suppose.
Fucking, yeah, Mev, like... Is Havelock wearing armor right now?
I mean, yes.
Okay. Just making sure. Yeah, Mev throws off, like, her glaive, and she gets into, like, a fighting stance. Hand to hand it is.
Mev, you want to make this hard and I'll keep my shield up too?
Oh, come on, that is bullshit, and you know it.
That's why I asked.
Yeah. Mev's gonna make the first fucking punch.
Okay.
Don't want to do initiative.
Fucking surprise round, bitch.
I love how somehow, just despite you like saying you want to fight, you want to go, and then throwing a punch, somehow that's a surprise round.
Right?
That's some good logic.
Yep. What is that? Unarmed?
Yep.
So that's just like a D20.
Plus your strength.
Proficiency or plus strength?
Yeah.
Okay. Which is equal to my proficiency, so... Does that hit?
Yes.
Alright, and then that's unarmed, which is what?
1 plus your strength.
Alright, that's 4.
You and I are literally just hitting 4s back and forth.
Oh, great. Actually, I have extra attack, fuck you.
So you two just have a fist fight in front of the campfire.
Apparently this is what's happening.
Alright, so you take fucking 8 damage right now. As she quickly fucking sucker punches you twice.
And so what are these, D20 plus strength?
Yep.
Yep.
Because you're both not proficient and none of you've got Tavern Brawler or a monk, so I'm just gonna...
Does Havelock not have Tavern Brawler?
Oh, he has Chef.
Okay. I thought he had
that.
Tavern Brawler.
I always get
Alright.
talent rollers and chefs confused.
Fucking miss. Alright, am I hitting again?
I think Havelock only has one attack, so...
Yeah, I only have one.
Alright. Oh, I think those both miss.
Yep. Does that hit?
That hits, yeah.
Take your 4.
Oh man, this is so fucking funny.
This is great. I'm just gonna let you guys use your imagination on this one. Clearly.
Yeah.
You guys are taking the reins, so I'll let you have your fun.
Just hits.
Just hits on the 1. Alright.
Just hits on 15.
Yep. This is how they have fun. Miss. Fucking 22. Holy shit. Fucking, as a surprise, Mev's gonna fucking action surge and do it again.
Of course she is.
Woo!
At what point do I cast hold?
Fucking Mev hits you in the chest. She goes for your face. You fucking block it, and she immediately swings with her other hand.
You've still got another attack.
I do.
Action Surge gives you your action again, and obviously if you do the attack action, yeah.
Fucking sweet.
That's one of the reasons why fighters are so scary, and that's why people joke about how fighters can attack 1,000,000 times.
Fucking knee to the groin.
Oh, ooh, ow, pain.
Oh, you hit me in the wee wee.
Havelock just like wipes a little bit of grime from his face. Are you fucking kidding me? No fighter bullshit.
Big grin on her face. What? You said you wanted to fight me. Were you not prepared for what that meant?
It's a fair fight, you bitch. That's why I don't have a chain. Chain.
It is a fair fight. I'm just faster than you.
Can I nudge Marine
Sure.
and just go, my dear fellow, at what point do we stop the pummeling?
Just let them get it out there system.
Does who's sort of like sitting next to you, like chewing on a bit of like twigs, like, yeah, this is fun.
Are you going to forfeit? You know you can't beat me. Oh! Oh, fuck.
If it's at point blank, unless you got the feet for it, it's at disadvantage, just FYI.
Okay.
Fucking do it.
Let's see. What do you have to roll for the save?
It's not a save, it's a ranged spell attack. That's why you have with disadvantage on it. If it was a save, it wouldn't be, but range attacks have disadvantage if the target's 5 feet.
Disadvantage.
Really said, fuck you. Ah, miss. Fucking... You summon this fucking blast, and, like, are you punching it, or are you shooting it?
Punching it.
Fucking, you go to punch it, your hand's lighting up, and Mev immediately swerves out of the way. Hey, hey, hey! I used my fist, no magic!
What are you talking about? I'm just using the talents I got. Come on.
That isn't fair. I have a natural ability.
Mine's natural.
Oh, you're
It's
just
a
a
gift
sore
from the
fucking
god.
bitch. And Mev's gonna go in for another 2 attacks. Fucking...
Second hits.
Yeah, yeah, Mev is going to fucking, like, she goes for another hit with her foot, like, she goes to kick, and as she misses, she fucking elbows you in, like, the neck. Play fair.
Fuck you.
Yeah, that hits.
Gets a fucking elbow to the nose.
Nice. I'm gonna go in for a grapple.
Okay. I keep forgetting grapples. It's your athletics versus acrobatics or athletics.
Okay.
If I remember.
Let's see. Woo! Fucking Mev just fucking headlocks you. Forfeit! Forfeit!
You gotta crank that shit like in wrestling.
Every piece of shit.
Actually.
Okay.
So you got to stay clear.
Guys.
What are you gonna do?
I'll beat the dogs now.
Okay.
Hold on. You have him in a you have him in a fucking headlock. Hit him with a DDT.
I can't do anything else. That was my action. I have to wait for Havelock to do an action.
I'm gonna try to Eldritch Blast her.
Yeah.
Still disadvantage point blank, Tom?
Yep, still point blank.
Oh.
Fucking miss. You are just swinging wildly.
Also, just to let you know, Peach, grappling only uses one of your attacks.
Oh, nice.
It says if you're able to make multiple attacks with the attack action, this attack replaces one of them.
Fucking.
So for the future.
Yep. Yeah, Mev at this point isn't fighting. She has Havelock like in a headlock, and she actually twists one of her legs around Havelock's leg and like fucking bends him.
Jesus.
Come on,
That's a
come
really
on,
joke.
you fucking lose.
Can I try to knock us down?
I would say make an... You know what? We'll make it as if you're doing a grapple. Athletics versus Mev's athletics or acrobatics.
Doesn't he get disadvantage because I'm already grappling him?
The grappling, it's the really stupid thing where grappling it only affects the movements. Yeah, it's restrained you're thinking of.
It should also affect... Well, what's the difference between grapple and restrain?
That's the really stupid thing about it.
Back in like 1 second. There's a lot of weird noises going on.
Okay.
Okay, that's fine. But please explain to me the difference.
So grapple basically means that you're being held, but it's not like your arms are pinned against you or whatever. Like
You could restrain and grapple someone at the same time.
Yeah, you could turn the grapple into a restrain, basically. At least that's the rule I say. Essentially, it's like as you say, like you got someone in a headlock, but they can still like sort of like shimmy about and such, and then you sort of like almost like pull them into a bear hug almost, so they struggle to wow.
Jesus.
Fucking no, not being grappled.
No.
Fucking titans.
No, she what you call it? She just like have like as you try and like sort of like almost like throw yourself backwards to sort of.
Not here yet.
Oh right. Good.
She went to go step out for a second.
I will wait until she's back. Yeah, it'd be a thing because as I say, like it uses your again like the grapple thing uses it's kind of like I think of it so much like Okay. I think of it similar to like petrification, where it's like you fail once, you're like restrained, and then you fail again, and you're petrified. It's kind of like to me, it's kind of like an upgrade to it. Because like I say, it's like if you grapple someone, it's like you got like you're holding. You're essentially like holding them in place, but you don't have like the best grip on them to cause an effect, so they can still like lash out and such. And then restraining them is like going from there to like just fully like bear hugging them. So I guess we'll just wait for them to get back. Welcome back, Peach.
Fun?
Yeah.
is fun. I mean, I'm starting to think we should just have a fucking bare knuckle brawl competition between all the people.
Mm-hmm.
And then just watch like someone just sucker punch Aki, and he goes like, "Oh no, I forfeit."
But yeah, it's like I'm trying to like see like, oh, what's the difference between it? It's like the only thing I can see is the like visual representation. Like grappled, it shows like a dwarf who's like still got the axe and such, but like its tentacles that are wrapping around the arms and legs.
Oh yeah, Kenling would have won that.
And then like restrained, it shows like a halfling who's like glued to web.
Actually, there is a really good role-playing game all around that's built for pro wrestling. What's it called? Hold on.
Yeah, so I think with that stuff, it's like you can go from grappling someone to restraining them. Like yeah, you know, you succeed on a grapple. It's like you got a hold of them and they can't really get away. And then restrained, it's like that's when you've got them in like the headlock or the or the bear hug or whatever. But it is kind of weird that grappled literally the only thing is your speed hits 0. Yeah, I guess we just wait for Anna to get back. So Mev got a nat 20 on the athletic. So as you sort of like try to throw yourself back and almost like try to pancake her on the ground, Mev's able to like just stick her foot out and sort of like anchor herself in a way to prevent you from knocking her over. But that's basically all you missed.
Oh, come on, Mev.
Yeah, I'm just the better fighter. And she actually chomps your ear.
Oh.
That is. That's unsportsmanly.
Yeah. She's not like crunching. It's just like she's definitely making fun of him at this point. Come on, bunny boy.
Kindling, what the fuck does DQ her mean?
Disqualify.
You hit it with a chair.
What chair? I don't see no chair.
Stop the damn.
I want a question for the rest of the party here. Do we have our tents set up already?
Presumably, yeah.
I would assume so, yes.
Yeah.
Can I just try and lift her, like, lean forward and start walking over to her tent?
Are you what? Like she's on your back?
Yes.
Technically you're grappled, so your speed is 0, so...
Fuck. Fine, I want to try reverse grapple again.
Okay.
Do it, do it. Ah, that one's pretty good. Come on. Oh.
Okay, so now you are both grappled by each other.
We're just in a fucking tangle.
Yeah, both of your speeds are now 0, you're both grappled, so I don't fucking know at this point.
We have reached the snake mating ball circle of the campaign. Congratulations.
Yeah, I imagine they are very close together at this point, and Mev just like grins at Havelock.
Mev, what is within biting distance for Havelock?
Considering that I imagine their faces are right next to each other at this point, anything of the head to the neck?
I'm gonna bite your nose.
Wow!
With intent to harm, I assume, or just biting it playfully?
Just for funsies.
Okay, so no damage stuff then, okay.
That actually surprises Mev, and she lets go.
Cool, I'm gonna
She
try and
pulls
throw
back.
you over my shoulder now.
Oh my god.
What would that be, strength?
Yep.
Oh my god. Is that a save for me?
Sure, make a strength save.
Man.
No, you are being fireman carried.
That's it, I'm done with your bullshit, we're putting you to bed, you're getting tied up. Ugh.
Goodbye, everyone. I claim this as a victory.
We'll see you in the morning, we'll see who's the victor by then. Don't come to the tent unless you're ready to die.
I hope you two haven't knocked too many brain cells loose, that you will have the wherewithal to notify me if any injuries incurred from that become too unbearable.
How hurt are you looking, Mev?
Mev looks fine. It looks like you gave her a couple of bruises. That's it.
I'm gonna slap your thigh and heal you for 2 damage. And then I'm gonna smack myself to heal my last 3. We're good.
Good night, everyone.
You got me to 17 health.
I had a feeling that Mev was just kind of wailing on you, so.
As everything calms down, Daz just speaks up towards you, and it's like, I mean, if they're not having theirs, I'll have them.
Oh yeah, you two were so preoccupied with beating lumps out of each other, you didn't have any dinner.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose we don't want to let kindred good kindly work go to waste, do we? You can fill your demonic boots there, Daz.
I don't got boots, mate. I only got this bow tie.
It's a turn of phrase, dear boy.
I'm gonna turn your face if you keep doing those fancy words. He just flies over and just starts grabbing, dragging one of the bowls. It's got soup in it. Just, come on, you can't get anything inside, you fucking furball.
I can carry the ball for you if you need it.
No!
There's no shame in asking for help. Quite the opposite.
Fine. Jeez. Fucking... God, you people, I swear.
I'll pick up a bowl and... I'll pick up the bowl that Daz is struggling with and just say, like, right, so where do you need it, dear fella?
Just there. Just where I was sitting.
Okay. He'll just sort of lay it next to it. Put it on the log, I guess, next to Daz.
Yeah, he just starts drinking the soup. Just like how Jerry was in Tom and Jerry when he's like got a bowl of milk.
Such an angry, ornery little fella.
He'll hear ya.
I'm trying to be subtle, I apologize.
Not very good at it.
So I've been told.
All right. After whatever that was, is there anything anyone else wants to do for the evening?
Apart from... tell you what, I'll just... Can I go to visit them one at a time and just ask if they need anything or need healing before bed or something?
I mean, they're both in the same tent.
Oh, good lord, okay.
Yeah, they're both in Mev's tent, and Havelock explicitly said, don't come here unless you are ready to die. Are you ready to meet Jesus, Orc Man?
The rank scandal of it.
Yeah.
They sleep in the same tent and room all the time.
Same tent.
Wow.
I guess, yeah, I will just knock, I guess, on the flap.
You do that?
I'll just go, like... Just before I retire to bed myself, are you sure you two don't need any looking to your wounds before they will catch up with you in the morning, or any food or drink or anything?
Daz is just kind of like... Daz has joined you, just sitting on your shoulders there, like, telling you this is a bad idea, buddy.
You just hear Havelock sigh, something heavy thunk against the ground. Aki, are you offering to come in here and be our snack?
Mainly because he's... Hold on, the 6... Can I roll insight, please?
I guess. What are you inciting?
To see if, like, that's genuinely a threat against my life.
Go ahead. 26.
Why have I got disadvantage when I'm... There you go.
26. Was that a genuine threat, Havelock?
No. Not at all. Aki would not understand the context of anything here, but no.
It was not a threat.
Not a threat.
Oh.
More like a promise.
Jesus, that's worse. That's I will kill you one day, but you're lucky it's not right now. What the fuck? Yeah, and I guess Aki will go, no, I fear you've had enough entertainment for a lifetime. Just again, if you to change your mind, I'll be just the next tent over.
Fine.
Should we tell him to sleep with a pillow over his face?
Actually, that's a thing. Hold on. I've never figured out if Aki snores or not.
This is the time to figure that out?
Okay. I mean, I figured out early, like late, like in our campaign, like session 16, that he was lactose intolerant.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
She's such
I agree. Roll for it.
I really like mundane normal flaws like that. It's just like,
Yeah.
they have hay fever, or blood freaks them out, like stuff like that.
It's just like, well, it's one of those where it's like, my parents abandoned me as a child. A dragon killed my family. I'm lactose intolerant.
Pretty much. Fun. Okay. Yeah. Actually, no. I think if he did snore, people would know. He might lightly murmur. That part is fine. Okay. Yeah. And I guess. Are we not doing watches?
We're doing watches, but usually, I believe Aki goes first, and then Mev, and then whoever. I can't remember. I think it's interchangeable between Havelock and Kindling.
Okay. Awesome. So yeah.
And we usually have Marine except for the last one, because then it could be Havelock and Kindling.
In that case.
Also, because they do technically, a Warforged does need to be inactive for 4 hours. So
yeah.
Yeah, and so Aki, I guess, will. What time of year is it?
it is the equivalent of August.
Oh, okay. So it wouldn't be too cold at night.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's August.
So I guess Aki will just sort of chill out by the campfire, have a cup of tea, and keep an eye out.
No, it's September. My mistake.
Yeah, natural one is like my fucking dad's smelling.
Okay, so I guess for the sake of brevity, whoever's doing the It's funny you say that, Dom, because currently it's the 22nd of Fall Leaf. So the 22nd of September. The 21st was the, what do you call it? The day of, the second day of the festival. Okay, so I guess those that are doing their watches, make your perception checks.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay, roll.
Go, my beloveds. Perceive.
Hey.
13. Seems uneventful.
Is Marine rolling a perception?
I have no idea.
Oh yeah, he
Should
does
be.
need to roll a perception.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Considering he never sleeps.
yeah. Though there is one of the watches you can't because you have to still have the 4 hours of inactivity.
Yeah.
Same thing with elves. Except now they've got buffed. They can give themselves proficiencies now.
Oh yeah, I heard that stuff. That shit like that's happening.
Yeah, no, I had to look through it. A lot of them got buffed. The kobolds got buffed like crazy.
Like, I think I saw someone say that like bugbears are broken.
I don't know. I know kobolds are pretty just crazy. Okay, so the first watch, uneventful. Nothing appears to happen. I mean, from the distance that you've travelled, though it's still a little bit difficult to see, you can see sort of like the city of Embar still from where you're at. So it's sort of like you get the feeling that there's probably a lot of like a lot of cover or such around here. All right, next watch.
All right, that's me.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I just imagine that Mev comes out and Marine, you see that she is significantly more beat up than before.
Oh, fuck's
And she just like takes a seat.
Is she missing a tooth?
No, she's fine. She has a lot of bruises.
Surely I would have noticed it when I went to bed as well. If we like passed.
Well, yeah, you sort of like change on the guard and give an update, see if anything happened.
Here comes the keys, who's key? Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Stars, Melanie. You're black and blue.
I thought that it was more red than purple.
Here, dude. Come here, dog. Let's see to these.
It's black and purple, actually.
Oh, come on. I'm fine.
Better be safe than sorry, and he'll hit you with a cheeky little cure wounds.
Yeah, okay. For how much?
Tell you what, you know what? Because I'm just gonna have a nice little kip. I might as well do it at full level.
Yeah.
Level 3. Okay, why not? Let's have some fun.
Oof, that's a decent amount.
Is it?
Wow.
Yeah, max roll on the first one.
Again.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I'm at that puts me back at full health.
Jeebus.
So
But yeah.
So basically, I just like look at you, touch you on the shoulder, and then just all of your internal bleeding just fades.
Aww. Mev like looks at her like arms, and she actually pulls like her like blouse back a little bit to look down inside. What a shame.
What, do you wish for more colourful breasts?
I mean, they're pretty colorful already, but I like bruises. I like to keep my wounds. I mean, unless of course I'm like bleeding out and my organs are everywhere. It's like blah 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 blah. But thank you, and I feel a lot better.
Alright, good. I guess I'll have to remind myself not to see to the especially gnarliest of injuries, just so hopefully they'll fester and get infected, and you'll lose the limb.
See, you're getting it. Mev, like, just pats you on the shoulder, completely ignoring your sarcasm.
What's that?
Some hidden instinct tells me it'll be the death of me one day. No, I knew that to bet.
Okay.
Alright, perception.
And actually, just to be nice, because I'm a nice guy, I will just quickly poke my head into, I'm guessing, a sleeping Havelock and just hit him with a cheeky balm of the summer court.
Do I see him do this?
Given a perception of 15, probably, yeah.
Mev immediately turns back around to you and yanks you out of the tent.
I'm giving him a kindness.
Don't do that.
He was in a worse way than you are. Surely he's in pain as well.
You don't sneak up on Havelock when he's sleeping. You understand?
I meant him the exact opposite of harm.
I'm not worried about Havelock. I'm worried about you.
Sort of a deranged individual will attack a human to do their job.
Nev crosses her arms at Aki. Someone who hasn't been in a position where he can trust that.
Of course. Alright. I guess I'll have
Just
to
wait until the morning.
have a seat to his condition in my door. I apologize profusely. He will, with a sense of the bowed head and a sense of shame in his voice, will get back.
Mev, her shoulders slouch, and she... obviously, Aki can't see this since he's left for his tent, but she looks relieved.
23 perception yet, Bernard.
Does he have eyes in the back of his head?
Yeah,
Can he see through the tent?
With Aki's perception, he probably can.
I mean, I can maybe see your silhouette from your firelit silhouette through the tent.
You could probably see her silhouette relax. How about that?
There we go.
Yeah. Mev will go ahead and head back to her watch.
I'm so sorry for having such a high passive perception, Tom.
Yeah, what?
It's just like you can't hide anything. You have to like make up. It's just... You can't just say like, oh yeah, these people are whispering. It's like, what do they? I hear everything. What do they say? Like,
Passive perception doesn't necessarily mean you are aware of your entire surroundings.
I know.
There's a difference between passive and active.
Suddenly, Aki tripped downstairs and randomly appeared.
For example, passive perception means you won't be able to see any invisible things. You'd have to actively look. Okay, so, okay, now I'm hearing weird noises. 1 second, let me just turn my volume off.
Ed, I hope you understand what she just saved you from.
I presume it was an accident effect.
No, that could have possibly been a shatter.
Oh, what?
The spell, shatter.
Wait,
On a failed save, you would have taken 3d8 thunder damage. half as much on a successful one.
No, hold on. You prepare that to like protect yourself when you sleep.
Yes, it's Havelock.
That's fair.
He has trauma.
Okay. Yeah. So doing a perception check. I mean, you do see, like, how far away from the main roads would you be camping? I guess.
Probably not too far off. We just kind of went to like a clearing.
Okay. So you sort of see like some torchlight coming by, but as they get closer with your perception, you can see they're just Sangaan guards that appear to be patrolling.
Okay.
They're sort of like notice, just sort of like observe for a few seconds before they just continue walking. You assume that they, just like you, were getting a read on what was there, but they continue on heading back towards the city. Nothing else comes your way for the rest of your watch.
Okay. Then I will go ahead and head back to bed after my watch has ended.
Who's doing the third watch?
The Angie boys.
Okay. The Angie Cook crew. The Gordon Ramsays.
Yeah.
Best of all of it.
The Ramses.
Please don't sue me, Gordon Ramsay. I swear it's a joke.
They shall never rest until they find the lamb sauce.
God, I want to see Gordon Ramsay play D&D as a barbarian. It'd be perfect.
Oh my god.
Anyway, go ahead and make your perception checks, you two. Or, yeah, either double up or advantage.
It's perception. You want to give me double? I've got a 3 in perception, so. Take your advantage, my good man. Wow.
Wow!
Kinley distracted that he didn't get to fight.
God, the universe really wants you to see shit just slightly less than okay, don't you?
Yeah, wants to have below average eyesight, clearly.
Oh yeah. Minus 0.5.
Yep. So, the unfortunate part of where you're sitting comes into fruition. The angle that you're sort of looking outward appears to be towards the east. And as the sun does it rises in the east, sort of like making it difficult to see in that direction. However, nothing appears to take advantage of that situation. Your shift comes to an end as everybody wakes up. All right.
Okay. Good day, everyone. Mevlik is coming out of her tent. She stretches wide. Who else is up? Kinley, Havelock, Izaki.
Yeah, I'll be up.
Okay.
I'll be up just stretching and packing the shit up.
Okay. Yeah, Mev will start helping him with the camp.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Do y'all want breakfast?
You're not already cooking? Come on, hurry up.
I'm
When
sorry.
when Havelock says that, I desperately look around to see if I can spot Crispy.
Crispy's still there.
Gotta check.
Well, yeah, from last night's conversation.
So you took that?
Righty.
Cooking time, I guess.
Okay.
Yep.
So you're able to cook everyone up a meal. I don't know if you're making use of your chef feat for that, or if you're just making a meal.
Yes, I would like to make the special foods.
Okie dokie.
Yes,
And
we have enough.
you have enough spare rations for it to get you there?
We should have more than enough.
We
Okay.
have so many fucking rations. There's no fucking way that we don't.
And they'll last for 8 hours. And as a bonus action, we can eat them to gain temporary hit points equal to my proficiency bonus.
Which I assume is like free.
Let me check. My sheet crashed.
Whoops. Free. Yes, I was right. Okay. So, you finish cooking, you pack up your camping stuff, jump on the carts, and you start on your second day. So, who's rolling the d10 this time?
I will.
Okay.
By the way, can you just pop that, like, chef feet up so I can look at it?
There we go.
Thank you.
Okay. So, you rolled a 2. Can you roll a V8? V8. Yeah, can you roll over this car engine for me? Roll a D8.
Who, me, or who you talking to?
Mev.
Me.
Oh, Mevelau.
Alright.
Hold on. Oh, V8, yeah. It's gotta be good. It's like
Okay. All right.
it's like 75% good.
So, as you continue to make your way through, through towards Sangaan, you start to run into a few patches of jungle here and there. Just quickly go to the map and just. So you're sort of.
It is just your jar, like.
No, my jar does not produce orange juice.
It should.
It doesn't, unfortunately.
Acid, basic poison, beer, honey, mayo, oil, vinegar, water, fresh and salt, and wine.
Orange juice is acidic.
Technically,
I'm just gonna say, it is acidic. Like,
yeah. Sorry. They didn't have any orange juice at the store. Here's a nice, refreshing glass of citric acid.
It only makes 8 ounces of acid.
Oh, we could make Pruno. That's a good idea, actually. Oh.
Okay.
Prison wine, orange peel.
So, as you are making your way through this sort of, even though it's not on the map, it's sort of like a small, a small forested area. Not particularly big. Like you can mostly, especially with your perception, Aki, you can mostly see through to the other side of it. So it's not a very prominent forest, but you head inwards on it. And what did you say your passive perception was again, Aki? Just so I can remember.
23.
23. Okay. As you're heading through the forest, you hear the sound of a branch snap above you. You sort of look up, sort of squinting your eyes to try and see what's there. And then you see two. There's a lot of green there, but then you notice two parts of it are particularly bright. They look like eyes. And they're staring directly at you.
Aki will sort of pull out the pull out his sword and in a very panicked. I'm guessing. Am I sat in the front looking out?
Yes.
Who's and Am I also riding? And am I also driving?
Yes.
You're a one man.
Aki will suddenly go. Aki will go. Aki will suddenly say like. Will suddenly look very panicked, and go. And say like. We must go quickly. There are eyes upon us, and go with the range to make Crispy try to go as fast as he can.
Okay, so if that's the case, because the creature, as you do this, is going to take its opportunity. Well, I say take its opportunity, is going to essentially initiate combat with you. So let me just move us over to the map. Which map was it? That's the map. That's a map. That's a map. That's a map. Map. Okay, so here is a map. There is many like it, but this one is mine. So you guys are currently okay. Let me select mode. Yeah, you guys are currently running through here. That is not the direction I want. I want it to be wider.
Get to murder the Cheshire Cat.
So, and I will simply put in a horse. There you go. Draft horse for Crispy. I know I've not got the right cart, but it's the size that I need, so it's whatever. And I shall place you all here. So, outside of Aki, because unfortunately you're driving, go ahead and decide whereabouts on the cart everyone else is.
Okay, hold on. Do I need to put my thing down?
I'm putting yours down as is.
Yeah, okay, so like right in like here, I'm guessing.
Yep, so you are here.
Okay. You want us to roll initiative or?
I'm just getting that up. I assume Marine's going to be there or something for now, just to a sec. Okay. Then, yes, I want you all to roll initiative.
Well, fuck, okay.
I'm wonderful at that, Tom. That's my best thing.
I know, right? You're just so fantastic with it, you know? Like no one else can ever.
So fast. Yep.
And I'll also do an initiative.
She'd be a lot faster if we just chopped them off, man.
So much dex. My goodness.
Wow, these are some rolls, guys.
Okay.
Oh.
So, thankfully, because you were able to spot the creature, it doesn't get a surprise round, but we, of course, need to see just how effective it is. So, it would be... Let's see, I would say that you've already moved Crispy a bit, so you went just past the thing, and the thing is over here. Which is, as it moves out from the trees, you can see... it almost looks slightly draconic. But it doesn't have full legs and wings. Its wings are its front legs. So, let us...
Oh, that's fucking cute, Tom.
Yeah.
Baby.
It's not a baby. It's a very powerful monster. Let's see what he gets. Oh,
It's just a little guy.
he did even worse. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Still did better than Mev.
that's only because he's got just a little bit more dex. He rolled a natural 1. Okay, so top of the round, Havelock. Obviously, keep in mind as well while you're on the cart, if the cart moves, you all move with it.
Awesome. I would like to take the hempen rope that I have out of my bag,
Yes.
tie it up, gonna try and capture this thing, and I'm gonna hop out the cart.
You can use a great ball or a master ball or.
Okay, it is about 30 feet up.
I could probably hit that.
Big is this thing?
It's probably about 7 feet tip to tail.
So it's a little bit taller than Havelock. Okay.
I'm gonna lightning lure it.
Okay, strength save.
Yes.
Natural 20 on the strength save.
Damn.
Boo.
Come on, guys, let's capture this thing.
Lock?
What? It's better than being dead.
Why in the name of all the
Nev.
stars above would you want to capture it?
And is that everything that you're doing there, Havelock?
Say it, Havelock.
Yes, that is all I
Why
can
you
do
want
right
to
now.
capture it, Havelock? Say it.
Because if Crispy dies, we can hook it to the cart and have it fly us forward.
Wait, does it have wings?
It appears to be a drake.
Yes. It got no leg.
Yeah.
Front arm.
It appears
Front
to,
arm, its wing.
yeah, it appears to be a drake. You notice as well that its tail and so like even certain parts of its arm and such seem to like taper off into sort of like vines. It almost looks more plant than dragon, or drake, I should say.
Okay, weird.
Yeah.
Funky.
Okay. So Crispy has yet to see the threat or acknowledge the threat, so he's still under your control.
Good Crispy, don't notice a single goddamn thing.
So I assume that you're gonna have him move forward then? Aki, you're the driver. So
Oh yes. Wait, has Havelock hopped off the cart?
yes.
Yes.
I guess it's saying Havelock leap off. He'll sort of do a double take, a sigh, and we'll try to stop the horse.
Okay, easy enough though because you go after him. He'll continue on with the previous command, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 40. So he is going to move everyone up here.
Oh boy.
But then, obviously, that's his turn. And at that point, it's a simple enough action just to tell him to stop. So he stops.
Okay, and Aki will go. Will climb off the wheel. Off from the driver's seat to about here,
Mhm.
and just go and just pat. And just pat Crispy and say, "Stay here, stay calm, dear boy." And he will, and Aki will move. Hold on. Is it 25 I've got or 30? Movement.
30 feet, but obviously use 25 to jump off the cart.
Are you 25 to jump off the car?
No, you have 25, you use 5... You had 30, but you use 5 feet to jump off the cart.
Okay, awesome. So I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll go there.
You can move diagonally for 5 feet, so 1, 2, 3, 4... That's 20 feet. You got an extra 5 feet.
Hell yeah. I'll go here.
Okay. You have a tree trunk between you and it now.
I know. Oh, actually, no, that's quite dumb. I'll go here.
Alright. It is using the trees as cover, so it does have some degree of cover for itself.
Okay.
But it is still... You can still target and attack it.
I'm gonna... Hold on, what spells have I got?
I don't know. What did you prep for the day, Aki?
This thing is made of metal, so... Oh, this is technically a plant, isn't it?
You don't know.
No, I don't have to speak with plants. I got it.
Speaks with plants, and the trees around him say you've got a nice ass.
Just cast it. It's just like, what do you see? I see a nice ass, baby.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. Could you imagine? I just do like speak with plants, and then like the blade of grass like in front of me has like a weird like just go like step on me. It's like what?
Masochist grass.
Want to plant a sapling on that ass?
I don't even have. Oh, I got rid of that spell. Piss.
Anyway, what are you doing, Gaki?
You know what? Aki will. You know what Aki's gonna do?
No, please tell us.
A mystery. Hold on, what's the parameters of it again? Because he's kind of freaked out by whatever the hell this weird vine dragon thing is. The eyes in the forest. 5 foot radius, okay. Fucking... Yeah, fucking... Right on top of him, a moon.
Okay. Moonbeam it is. So I'll just bring back the... It's not actually Moonbeam, but you know what? It's a circle, so that works. Item.
Yeah, and then on its turn, takes... Constitution saving throw, 2d10.
Yep. On its turn, though.
It's not a shape changer, is it?
Doesn't seem like it.
Okay.
So.
If it is, it has disadvantage on the Constitution saving throw.
Okay. And that's your turn, then?
That will be my turn, yeah.
Okay, Marine, you're up.
Alright, I'm going to see this Durgan. At least I think it's a Durgan. I'm not sure what it is. So anyways, I'm just going to start blasting at it.
Okay. First one hits.
Yep.
Alright. Okay.
Also, that's another +3 because of Agonizing Blast.
Okay.
Yep.
Is that everything? You just staying still?
Yep.
Okay. Kinlan, you're up. Alrighty. Now, say, keep in mind it is 30 feet up in the trees. Alrighty, alrighty. So, it is now the Drake's turn, so it has to make that con save. Go ahead and roll the damage for the Moonbeam, Aki.
Yeah, okay.
That's cocked. And it was the exact same roll anyway. That is a 14. So I'm pretty sure that doesn't make the spell's DC, because I'm pretty sure yours is like 15 at this point. 16. Yep. Okay. So it takes...
Full damage, you nerd.
Okay. Does it want to focus on then? Well, first it's going to leap down. Yeah, you know, it's going to leap down here. So go ahead and make your attack roll there, Kindling, since you held your action. You only get one attack as well. But that misses. Alright, so you sort of like swing, you almost like horny tail bonk it on the head. So like blinks his eye, shakes his head, looks at you, just like it's I need you and Havelock to make a deck save. Okay, Kindling fails, Havelock succeeds, so Havelock will take half of this damage. So you take... What's that? God, I hate this dice sometimes.
Can't read the writing?
Sometimes, yeah. Kindling, you take 19 points of acid damage. Havelock, you take 9. As it just a spray of acid. Actually, one sec. Let me just quickly check on this one, just to see if it does. Okay, yeah, no, it definitely does. As a line of acid, literally a line of acid, just splatters into you, like you take the full force of it, whereas as Havelock, like it sort of like lands on your shoulder and you're able to sort of like brush most of it off. Some of it hits your face as well, and you hear the sizzling of your flesh. You just quickly like wipe it off. It is going to go here just to readjust itself. And that's going to be its turn. Mev, you're up.
Ooh, that got spicy.
Well, it's that many to actually go down, and then can I reach them? No. Alright. I'll go over by Havelock. Zoop. And I can't hit it, so I'm going to summon Valkyr.
Your glaive has 10 feet of reach.
Ah, you're right. I'm gonna summon Valkyr anyways, because flanking.
Okay.
Put that, right here.
Yep.
Havelock, I really don't think this thing is going to listen. We should have just ran. And, Valkyr will make 2 attacks.
Okie dokie. Second one hits.
Woo! That's 9 slashing. And that counts as magic damage.
Yep.
I don't know if that matters.
Oh, that's what we agreed that it would be, so it's whatever.
Yeah. Alright, that'll end my turn from now.
Okie dokie.
Oh, yeah, it would be advantage. I'll just re-roll that first one then.
Okay.
Because...
Well, we'll say that was your first roll, and this is the second one.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, that hits.
Yeah, that hits. Alright, so additional 4.
Alright.
Alright.
Okay. Havelock, you're up.
I would like to go here.
Mm-hmm.
Is this thing on the ground? Or is this still flying somewhere?
Oh, actually, there's one thing I forgot as well, that... Mev, you said that Valkyr hit it, yeah?
Yeah.
How much health does Valkyr have?
1.
Because as he slashes into it, you sort of like watch, you think it's like spines initially, but you watch as he hits the into its flank, some of the spines eject outwards and pierce directly into his chest.
That isn't like a dex save or anything?
No, it is part of its fawn body. A creature that touches a drake or hits it with a melee attack within 5 feet takes damage.
Okay.
So, Valkyr...
Got it. At least I know.
At least Valkyr took it, and you didn't.
Does Valkyr feel pain? That's a great question.
He's used to it.
Yeah, the answer's probably he's used to it.
In addition, he's only got 1 health, so it sort of depends. I would say it's more he shares the same pain that Mev feels.
So really, Mev is feeling the pain.
Well, it's a one-way street, fortunately or unfortunately, depending on how you put it.
Yeah.
Okay. So what you doing there, Havelock?
I would like to sort first.
Okay, so a dexterity saving throw. It is somewhat dexterous. Not dexterous enough, though. So that is by 1d6. So 2d6 damage, because we're at 5th level.
That is 6 damage.
6 damage, nice. Okay, so that was your action.
Yes.
Is that your turn?
I would like to bonus action tell Daz to come over here.
Okay, let me just grab our little imp friend. So he would have been there. What's it? Loads him on. Go on, little guy. Show up. There you are. Okay. And we'll say his turn's immediately after yours. Okay, so then his turn, so he's going to go over here. So, like...
I'm not going to tell him to do anything else except for come over here.
Okay, yep, then he'll just come over here and he'll just... For now, he'll take the dodge action then.
Yes.
Okay. Crispy heard the roar, but is going to keep composure.
Good boy.
La-di-da-di-da.
Aki, you're up.
Problem.
Right, you bastards, you. Aki is going to drop. I have this problem every fucking time.
What you doing, Aki?
Sticking a finger up my butt. What am I doing? Okay, now because he's surrounded, I will drop Moonbeam.
Mm-hmm.
Then I will move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then who's the
Who's what?
who got the big old acid attack?
That would be kindling.
Okay, because it's a bonus action,
Mm-hmm.
because again I am such a nice guy, I'm gonna hit him with. This might seem a bit excessive, but I'm gonna hit him with 3 Balm of the Summer Courts.
Okay.
So he's gonna get, so that's 3d6, and then you get 3 temporary hit points.
Alrighty.
3, 2, 1, disco. Fuck. So you get a grand total of 9 health. And then I'm going to draw out my scimitar and shield and hold my action of basically if it gets within smoting distance, I will try to. I will do what Aki assumes hitting something with a sword looks like.
Okay. So that's your turn. Marine, you're up. What you doing, Marine?
Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Marine is going to continue to be on the cart to keep Crispy company. And then he's just going to, keep blasting.
Okay. Alright, first one misses.
Alright. At least that's one hit.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
Yep.
And that's it? Okay.
Yeah.
Kinlan, you're up. Okie dokie. Alrighty. Both miss. You sort of swing, and you kind of realize that your right arm appears to be a lot weaker at this point now. You sort of look, and you can see that there's some deep burns from the acid in there, and you sort of you readjust your stance and such, but with the two swings that you did, you sort of realize why it wasn't making contact. Okay, so I assume that's your turn? Okay, it is now the Drake's turn. I just need to quickly check on something here. Yeah, I can do that. Okay. So I need everyone here to make a strength saving throw. As he...
Including me?
Yes, including you, as it is going to cast Entangle. Centered directly on top of him. Okay, so that would mean that it is Havelock and Aki. You are both restrained. In fact, I'll also gotta do one for it. Yeah, no, Dawes is also restrained. So, it is going to step back a little bit more. And that was its action, so it's going to... Yeah, given it such... actually... No, it's going to... 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So, Havelock and Kinlan get attacks of opportunity. Havelock gets with disadvantage because you're restrained.
I get an attack.
And you as well because of your glaive, yeah.
Yep.
12 misses.
Damn.
19 hits. Though you do take 4 points of piercing damage, reduced down to 2. Havelock, that...
I forgot to hit disadvantage.
So I'll just have the 17 be that. I mean, that still hits. But you do take 7 points of piercing damage. As the the thorn erupt out of the wound and stab into you. So let me just add this up together. That is... So that is 23. So I gotta do a little bit more math here. For that, and then for that goes to that, and then the rage damage. That brings it down to that. Okay! So let's see, it's gone 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. And it's going to start climbing up this tree here for an additional 10 feet, to be 10 feet up. And that's its turn. So, Mev, you're up.
Alright. Mev is going to run over here
Mm-hmm.
to them, and she is going to try and cut the entanglement.
Okay. So let me just quickly double check on this one. Creature restrained by the transaction. Okay, make a strength check.
Strength check.
That doesn't meet the DC, unfortunately. So you sort of like reach in and sort of like try to pull it out, but it's wrapped tightly around Aki's body.
Action search.
Okay, go ahead and try again.
Oh my god.
Nope, it's not budging.
Mev immediately looks to Havelock and gives like this scathing look. I guess that's my turn for now because I'm just trying to get them fucking out.
Okay. If that's the case, Havelock, you're up and you're restrained.
I would like to not be restrained anymore.
Okay, make a strength check.
Part of me would have. Part of me would.
16, yep, you're no longer restrained.
Part of me was just expecting Tom just to go like, "Okay, you're not restrained. What do you want to do now?" Just out of nowhere.
Yeah, he's not. Havelock's not restrained anymore. What's he doing?
I would like to get Dawes free.
Okay. Unfortunately, that was your action to get.
That's fine.
So you can't do another action to get Daz free
Oh.
for now.
Can I tell Dawes to turn into a spider and climb out?
Okay, yeah, that's easy enough for him to do. All right, and so that's your turn then.
Yeah.
Okay. Daz turns down to a spider. He's now free. He is a spider at the moment, though, so. Gonna start rolling now for Crispy. He keeps his composure. Aki, you're up and you're restrained.
Please, may I try to break my restraints?
Sure, make a strength check.
They're pretty qualified spells that didn't have what's it called when you have to use your hands?
Somatic.
Spells that. What was it? Strength check. Okay.
Nope, still restrained.
Son of a bitch.
Okay.
So I guess I can't really do anything else, can I?
You can't move. I don't think you can do anything with your bonus action at this point, so. Yeah, no.
Okay, I'm just going to use my bonus action to stare daggers at Havelock.
Okay. So, Marine, you're up.
Alright, let me see. Is this within my... And it's 10 feet up. Yep, you're still within my range. So instead of just blasting it, I'm going to use a spell.
Okay. What spell are you casting? Oh. Mind Spike? Okay.
Mind Spike.
That's a wisdom save. It's got good wisdom, though. It's got good wisdom. He just made it. 15.
Okay. I think that means it's half damage.
Yeah, half
It does
damage.
not get tracked.
Yeah, so... Let's see, so that is 3... So that goes from 21... What was that? 21, 24. So that's from 24 down to 12. Okay.
I'll then just shake my fist at it.
Alrighty. Killing, you're up. Alright. Yeah, so the thing's 10 feet above you now at this point.
Murder him, kitty cat man.
Okay, well... Oh no, you've got climbing speed, don't you? Is it the same as your walking speed?
I'm a cat.
Yeah, because you use 25 feet there. And that goes into your overall... Because if I remember correctly with movement... Oh, you're using feline agility. Right, okay, gotcha. Okay, so you are attempting combat... while climbing a tree. So you're going to have a bit of a hard time swinging at it. But you can certainly try. Attempt unarmed. Okay, go ahead and make your attacks. I'll say with disadvantage, though, because you are sort of perilously clinging on. Wow, even with that, it's just... Wow, okay. Right, so that is... 11... 1 plus 4, that is 15. Okay. So that means for those 2 hits, you take... I'll just do both rolls and add them together. 12 points, reduced down to 6 of piercing damage. Actually, wait, does feline agility ignore difficult terrain? It does not. Okay, because basically this entire square is rough terrain. So that'd be 10, 20. Although your feline agility might be enough. 20, 25, 30, 35... And then up 5 feet is 40. I think that's still within your movement. Because if feline agility is just a dash action, yeah. Yeah, you make it then, yeah. Good to know. Alrighty. So, it is now the Drake's turn. It's looking very rough at this point. So it's just going to sort of like look down at you. It sort of brings itself down to just level with you. You see its like jaw open, and you see like the fawn-like fangs. As it does, you sort of smell something acidic. I need you, and let me just double check the range of this thing. Yeah, and Havelock to make deck saves again. 14, 5. Havelock just makes a save. So, you take... You take 21 points of acid damage. Havelock, you take 10. As it once again uses its acid breath to basically hit you as hard as it can. And now it's going to use its remaining movement to like scarper around and leap from the trees. You get an attack of opportunity, Kindling. Disadvantage because clinging onto the tree still. 9 misses, unfortunately. And so it's going to go... Yeah, it's going to leap over to a tree that's here. It is now... Let me just do that there. So, 5, 10... It's about 30 feet away. So, basically, where it is now, plus 30 feet. And 10 feet up still. But that's its turn. Mev, you're up.
Hello. I'm sorry, I'm eating food.
No problem.
Let's try to get Aki out of this. Yay!
Another strength check.
Come eat some dinner.
Nope.
Are you fucking serious? I beat the shit out of Havelock last night. And this is the result.
We found Mev's weakness, inanimate object.
I fucking guess so. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
your shit about vines.
Where's this guy? Is he off screen or?
Yeah, 30 feet off screen.
I can hit that.
It's rough terrain, keep in mind, for like 20 feet. It's a 20 by 20 cube, basically. In fact, I'll draw the shape here, so. 20. There we go. Anything in there is rough terrain, so double movement during it.
That's 10, 15.
So 10, 20,
Okay.
25, 30.
Okay, I'll move over here. And I guess end my turn for now because I did already use my action to try and help Aki.
Yep. Havelock, you're up.
I'm gonna 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 over here.
Okay.
And then I'm going to, let me just reread what this does.
So its total distance from you, including its height, is 40. 30 away from you, 10 feet up.
Alright, so I'm going to expeditious retreat myself.
Okay.
And then, starting the next turn, I can bonus action dash after it. But
Okay.
I don't think I can get it right now.
When
but-
you cast a spell, and then as a bonus action on each of your spells until the spell's end.
Yep, because it's a bonus action itself.
Oh, okay, yeah. Gotcha.
Actually, can I action dash to get closer to it?
You can use your action to dash, yeah. Well, you have to use your action to dash. You're not a rogue.
Right. Right, I was asking for right now.
Yeah.
While casting this is okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna dash 30 feet towards it.
Okay, you are now 10 feet below it.
Awesome. I end my turn.
Okay. I'm going to roll to see if Crispy's keeping his composure. 10 or above, it's fine. Yep, he's fine.
Good boy.
Acrease, you're up.
Grease Gaventure. Okay. I'm gonna try to. Don't have any sharp objects on me, do I?
Well, your arms are restrained, so...
That they are, Thomas. Okay, I'm gonna roll strength to see if I can bust out of these restraints.
Okay, go ahead. You just make the DC.
God, okay.
You are no longer restrained.
And then I'm going to use my 30 feet of... Oh wait, all of this square is rough terrain.
Yes, so it'll be double movement.
Okay, I'll go 10, 15, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'll go there, and then my turn.
Okie dokie. Marine, what you do? Oop.
Can I see kindling?
Yes. He's sort of partially climbed up the tree.
I'm gonna see him and use my last two Farm on the Summer Courts on him.
Okie dokie.
So I think that's literally just you see someone and can use it.
I think so, yeah. Well, within like 60 feet.
Yeah.
Okay. Marine, you're up.
Yeah. 4 hit points and another temporary hit one.
Well, this thing's still within my sight. So let's start blasting it.
Okay. It does have half cover because it has maneuvered itself behind a tree. Partially. It just means it's got a higher AC because of the tree. But go ahead.
Uni tree.
Misses. Both of them slam into the tree. It sort of like flinches a little bit, but it just continues to sort of, like, scramble away best it can.
Damn.
Okay, that's its turn. Killing, you're up. So it is 15 plus 30, so it's 45 feet, and then 10 feet up. So 55 feet total to try and get to it. Go on, Nate, get that math brain calculating. I was about to say 5, 10, 15, yeah. Yeah, you can drop down. Like, you're only about 5 feet up the tree, so you're not going to take any damage.
I'm back. What has happened?
Marine tried firing at the Drake and missed. That was about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Quinn. Fuck.
Right. So use all your movements, get 20 feet away, 25 feet away.
That's what you wanted? You wanted attention?
Okay, throwing both your javelins. Both miss and get embedded into the wall. Okay. So the Drake is going to use all its movement and dash, putting itself an additional 80 feet away. So from it is now at this point 110 feet off screen. Well, 100. Yeah, 110 feet off screen. And that's going to be its turn because it used its dash. I'm going to roll to see if it gets its breath attack back. Which it does. Okay. Nev, you're up.
Thinking about it. I will... Just let me check really quick. Okay. Mev is... No, I'm just gonna let it go. There's no point. Mev huffs. She goes back onto the cart.
Okay. Back onto the cart she goes.
And my turn.
Alrighty. Havlock, what you doing? Oh, she said BRB.
Yeah, for Motrin.
Yep. I guess we'll just wait a little bit. So yeah. So to give an idea of where the Drake is right now, it's 10 feet up, but it's also 110 feet horizontally from where it currently is.
Fucking coward.
It's fucked off, basically.
Yeah, even if I, like, went after it and I did all my teleport stuff, it could literally just get away in the next round again, and then I'd have to continue to try and make up that space.
Yeah.
So.
It's also... It also seems to be faster, just in general, than all of you.
Yeah.
Like, you sort of noticed at the speed it was fleeing. In fact, I think the only person now at this point that can actually keep up is Havelock, just because of Expeditious Retreat.
Yeah, so there's no point. We can't close the distance at all.
And the only one that could would be facing a Drake alone, pretty much.
Yeah.
But we'll see what Anna decides to do when she's back.
Man.
It's your turn, by the way.
Bitch still kicking?
Yes, it is now 110 feet away off screen. Well, it's off screen 110 feet, I should say.
Fuck, I don't think I could catch up to that. At all. I will bonus action dash myself back to the cart.
Okay.
On kindling. Can I make it to kindling?
Yeah.
60 feet?
Oh yeah, he's literally just right next. He's practically right next to you.
Okay. I'm gonna go pick up kindling. I'm gonna give him a pat on the back, heal him for 5 health.
Alright.
Okay, kindling. Well, you're always angry, and fur grows back. Right? Yeah, fur grows back.
Alright. So, just to check, just given the distance that the Drake is now, are you giving up the chase? Are you stopping the fight, or?
Giving up chase.
What about you, Marine and Aki? Because I know Mav's already given up the chase.
Yeah, there's no point. I'm going to head back to the cart.
I might be able to make a long shot, but I'm not going to chance it.
Okay. Alright, so you give up the chase on the Drake.
Well, that was unfortunate.
But you know what? It was a good experience for our party. It's a good thing the Talaria dealt with their first loss just in a forest. Nobody around.
We didn't even plan on fighting that thing. You were the one that wanted to capture it.
Kindling's right, it could have been good for
Never rolls her eyes and she looks over, like, Kindling. Is his fur singed? Is he bald? What's up?
cat.
He's not bald, but like the parts which took of him that took like the brunt of the acid have very much like partially dissolved. Like you can see at this point, like the skin underneath is like red, and you swear you still smell a bit of burnt flesh from the acid.
Mev frowns and takes hold of his arm very gently. Aki, we need your help.
Yes. Alright, I'll climb to the back of the cart.
Okay. How bad were you kindling on that one? You took 2 like full force acid preps.
Yeah, Aki will see the bad state kindling is in and see. We'll see. My word, dear boy. Don't worry, pain will fade like all things. And he will
Jesus.
And he will hit you with a 3rd level cure wounds. Hold on. Scared, help me. Yeet.
You know, there are some patches of skin, but it isn't horrible. Maybe we could just shave you down and it'll all grow back evenly?
We could find a red squirrel or a red panda and glue the fur on.
Mev gives Havelock that sour look.
Don't look at me like that. It was an option.
Squirrels do not respond well to adhesive, in my experience.
Are you sure? I'm mostly worried about the follicles getting messed up. Those are burns. Things don't usually grow back that way.
Thankfully, that the Cure Wound spell has lessened a lot of the the burning around it.
Well, that's good. Maybe he will get his fur back. Who knows?
Even if it doesn't, at least he's got a cool story to tell about taking down a forest drake.
Nearly.
Nearly, yes.
We don't all have to let anybody else know it was a nearly.
Mev, to avoid being more irritated at Havelock, gives Kindling a big smile. You took it on head on too. Like you grabbed it from the trees. That was so cool. Yeah, it was cool. It was little suicidal, but it was pretty awesome. Like, is he nervous? Is he anxious? What's up? Is he embarrassed?
He's allergic to girls.
Should I insight him? Okay. I see. Okay. So he's at the very least okay from the battle. It's just Mev is a battle within himself. Mev, you know, she's still grinning at you. Don't do that again though, okay? Like, you know, all by yourself. Good. Yeah, Aki?
If his problem is the fact that he's lost some of his fur, could the Ring of Regeneration help his hair grow back?
You don't know.
Because it does basically say if you lose a body part, the ring causes part to grow and return to full functionality after 1d6 plus 1 days. Does hair count as a body part?
Not really.
Okay.
Because there's people without hair, Ed.
Don't lie to me. Fair enough. Just ideas. Anyway, to be fair, I think I was looking at the Ring of Regeneration. Mainly because I fucking apparently never take damage. I don't really need it. So...
And killing always takes damage.
Exactly. So I think Aki will say, Kindling, my dear boy, I believe you will need this more than I will. You encounter far more scrapes and hair-raising situations than I do, and you could use its properties more than me. And I will slide the ring of regeneration off my finger and put it in and put it in his and hold it out to him and say, "This will be yours now." And ask him to hold out his palm.
Mev just snickers. She thinks it's funny.
I see what I did. That was entirely unintentional. I assure you. Aki looks almost as flustered as Kindling does. Because Aki didn't mean that as a pun. That was genuinely him. Of course. And hey, maybe it might help with the. It might help. Properties may help with your follicles. Who knows? He will say. Right. Well, I believe if we're all okay, not too shaken up and needing of wound licking, I suspect we should probably leave this forest and send it as far into the horizon as we can manage.
Alright, okay.
Pretty good to me.
Alright. And Aki will, with a bit of an exasperated sigh, head back up to the driver's seat behind Quithby and get ready to head off again.
Okay.
Who's sitting next to me?
Dawes.
Yay!
Hey.
Good day. You helping me with my to be my eyes and ears?
Nah.
Oh, so you're just enjoying the peace and quiet and the view from the front of the horse's posterior?
I could fly it if I wanted a better view. Just saying.
Mev actually leans over to Dawes and Aki, like, sticking herself in between them. You know, Dawes, you could have made a comment about him wanting to fuck a horse.
I resent allegations, thank you.
And it mattering the view of a horse's posterior, Aki? Really?
People do that in this plane?
And there are some weirdos, and I mean, Aki can turn into animals, so...
You guys hear Havelock chirp up from the back. Someone keep an eye on him at night. We don't need no wild shaping.
There probably are brothels somewhere that would pay premiums for like druids, prostitutes. You can wild shape and stuff.
You don't know.
I hate this conversation.
Thomas,
Yeah.
I don't want to know.
Okay, well, if you don't want to know, we'll end the conversation and continue onwards. I need someone to roll a d8.
Go on then. It's Christmas.
A D8, not a D10?
Yeah?
Why did we
Roll the
switch to a
bones.
D8?
You don't know.
Fuck.
I'm the best.
Because now it's a date.
Okay. So you did lose a bit of time with the battle and sort of like, you know, catching your breath and, you know, sort of like resting up a little bit. So you don't make a full day's worth of progress. However, nothing appears to harry you for the remainder of the day. So, do we want to go straight through to the next day, or is anyone doing anything over the night? Outside of your watches?
On this writing notes, people take damage and.
Do you have anything, Anna?
I would like to take a walk through the forest using Dawes as my eyes. He can sit on my head.
Okay.
But.
What are you doing?
I am looking for any small game and or herb I can find.
Okay, we'll say because you're using Dawes' eyes, technically we'll use his stats for survival.
Oh dear God, they might be better than mine. Mine is a 0.
I think an Imp's is probably a 0 as well. Let me see. They don't have anything. What's the ability score for survival?
Mine is a flat 0.
So, one sec. Survival checks. I need to just see. It's the wrong section I'm on. I think survival uses wisdom?
Yes.
Then yes, Dawes technically has better survival than you, because he has a +1 in his wisdom.
Woo!
So roll a d20, then just add 1 to it.
D20 plus 1. 14.
14. You do see a few, you spot a few hedgehogs. Small family of them. Let's see what else you'd spot. Oh, it does, like, you are able to track, like, if I remember correctly, and this is a case of, I'm an idiot! But foxes hunt hedgehogs, don't they?
Meow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's, yeah.
Then yeah.
They are carnivores. And...
Then yes, you spot a fox sort of slowly stalking a family of hedgehogs that are moving throughout the underbrush.
I would like to attack the fox with my crossbow.
Okay, I'm pretty sure we got a stat block for a fox. Yes. Well, no, we don't. But we'll just use the stats for a mastiff. It's a dog. It's close.
It's really not a stat sheet for a fox.
Apparently not. No, I just checked fox. So go ahead and make your attack roll. 18. Oh yeah, that definitely hits. Let me just roll the health for this fox. Yeah, and that just kills it. You hear it as it sort of like hits into the flank and falls. The hedgehogs, as quick as they can, being hedgehogs, just bolt.
I can't believe you killed Nate.
I did. I killed the Thallow twins.
It's
yeah, I'll go pick up my fox.
apparently there's foxes, but only a nice swing tail. Okay. Yeah, it's a clean hit. Probably outside of the initial pain of it hitting, probably expired rather quickly.
Birds up in the air, any owls of the sort?
Make a perception check with Dawes' stats, which I'm pretty sure he's got a... Oh, no, that's persuasion, not perception. But perception is, whatchamacalls it, wisdom again, so d20 plus 1.
And if only it was mine. I think I have proficiency in that.
Yeah. Unfortunately, when you're looking through a creature's eyes, you make use of its stats. You do see an owl. It's just kind of like staring.
I would like to try and take that down with my crossbow as well.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, there's a stat block for an owl, but not a fucking fox. It hits the branch on the underside, and the owl just flies off.
Yeah, there's an owl.
Kinlan
Ooh, what
probably
kind of
would like
owl?
to eat that.
Just a regular owl, it says.
Okay, because there's like harpy owls.
Yeah, there's like great owls too.
There's also great grey owls.
Oh, fancy.
My god.
And then, of course, there's the greatest of owls, the owl bear.
It's like an owl, but more berry.
Yep.
Are you continuing your hunt?
I was gonna start to head back.
Okay, alright.
Then I can do my thing of I imagine again everyone's just like hanging out by the campfire and everything, and
Having a restorative
once
cup of tea.
again Mev just like grabs Kinling's arm in particular, because like that was one of the worst parts, and just kind of looks it over. I still don't like this, and she takes out her water skin and just, you know, pours some cool water on it. It's really all she has right now.
Mm-hmm.
I wish Hevlock wasn't so careless sometimes.
Actually, tell you what. Would turning that water into ice help?
It
Because it's not really
wouldn't make
fire.
too
It's
much
not,
of a
it's not really like
difference.
burn like fire burns. It's chemical burns.
Yeah, that's true. I think by now it's just that it's raw, is the thing. So really, I don't think that it would make too much of a difference.
I've used pretty much all my healing magic.
Is that bites his tongue of like, does he want to say something to her?
Or is it for the pain?
Yeah. Are you pained or do you want to say something? Okay.
Is it emotional or physical pain?
Okay, it's physical.
Say something.
Mev, you know, glances up to him, seeing his face and like how he cringes. Sorry, I don't really have a lot. I mean, like, I prepared for Marine, but I figured that like Aki could help you. Not that he can't, just I feel bad about what happened.
Huh. Tom,
Yes.
because I'm a druid and a nature person,
Mm-hmm.
would I know of any like herbs or plants that would have like almost like a soothing, numbing, anesthetic kind of effect?
You would, yeah. You probably would need to have a bit of a search around, but yeah.
Could I try? Could I have? Could I? Could I? I'm guessing I'm seeing this situation go on between him and like wincing with the pain and stuff like that. I will go over to Mevelair and Kindling and just say, you know, I can have a look around and see if I can find any plants that I can make into a salve to help with the pain or take away some of the sting.
That would be good, right? And she looks to Kindling. After all, it is his wounds.
Alright. So are you specifically like looking for the for like a specific herb and
Yeah, because I know there are. I don't know what the name of them are, but I know there are certain herbs that do have that sort of soothing, sort of anesthetic kind of effect. If it's like ground up into like a salve or like a paste.
Okay.
Vera.
Make a nature check.
Oh hell yeah! Okay, nature, come on, druid magic.
It's very it's very easy enough for you to find it with your with the teachings from your grandfather and such. You you're very quickly able to find the relative like herb and flowers.
Okay. And then I will take the handful of them, go back to camp and just grind it up in my herbalist tools.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll come back with holding the mortar and pestle, and you see it's sort of like you see it's sort of like a greeny, sort of like a pale greeny paste, and I say here, kindling. I will apologize for the initial application. There'll be a slight sting, but I promise it will fade, and so will any from the past. And they say like, is it okay if I apply it? All right, and Aki will scoop up some of the paste in two fingers in his fore and middle finger together, and just start sort of rubbing it into into Kindling's arm on the burn bits. And yeah, you do feel it sort of like stings as it comes on, but then you feel like quite a soothing, cooling effect. Better? Right. Here, keep the rest. The effects may fade over time. And I'll leave the pestle next to him. No, wait, hold on. Which bit's the mortar and which is the pestle?
Pestle, I think, is the bit which you actually have into it, and the mortar is the
thing, and the mortar's the big pot. Okay, I'll leave the mortar with him. My case.
Thank you, Aki.
Yeah, it's the least I can do. It's great. I'm not a fan of seeing those taking undue suffering. Do you need anything? A cup of tea? Anything else I can provide? Mevela?
I mean, tea's fine with me. That'd be nice.
Right. And Aki will go ahead and boil a pot of tea.
As you're doing this, and Kindling says, like, he's fine, Mev looks to Aki. Get him a cup, too. He's just too good for it.
Of course. Who enjoys drinking alone? And he'll stick his kettle on the fire and get some water in the kettle, put it on the fire, brew the tea, and come over, get 3 cups out of his bag, pour into each of them, and hand one to Mevela, one to Kindling, and he holds one for himself, and he says, right, well, to another day endured, eh? And he'll take a sip.
To another hair-raising adventure? Oh, come on. I thought that was pretty funny.
Time and place, Mevela, but it's good work.
Oh, you guys have no appreciation for our callback. Yeah, Mev downs her drink.
I always imagine, because of, like, I guess Mevela almost like treats every drink like a shot, or like alcohol,
Yeah.
just like pounds it.
Yep, that's exactly what she does.
You are aware that tea has no alcoholic effect, yes? It's meant to be sipped and enjoyed, and savoured and pick the notes, you know? Not...
Mev, like, she's holding the teacup with one hand, not even, like, using the handle, she's, like, gripping it. What do you mean? This is how I drink all drinks.
As if you're not going. As if the second, as in the second the vessel empties, you may never get a drop of moisture again.
Yes, I mean, have you ever been out the? No, you haven't. Sometimes when you're out at sea and you know the water's running low, or you've been out in the sea for days, you become a little more just fucking drink it, you know?
Well,
I mean,
yes,
really, you're just kind of getting the same sustenance. Just drink it.
Yes, but you're not at the sea. You have members of the party who can create copious amounts of water at will. It's not exactly a rarity. You don't need to send it off so quickly. You can enjoy it. Take it at an enjoyable pace.
I'm waiting for Kindling to respond.
Yeah, me too. I'll come over if this Kindling was just said shut up, nerd.
Yeah, nerd.
I mean, like, I guess, sure. I don't know. She looks at the, like, now empty cup. I guess I never really thought to stop and appreciate it.
Would you enjoy a refill, do you think?
Guess I can try
Right.
to do it your way.
And so Aki will pick up the I'm guessing still warm kettle and pour her another cup.
Yeah. Mav will. You see her reflexively try to just pound it back. And she like stops her hand halfway. And she just takes a sip. And another slowly. This is weird.
Well, I suppose, depending how long one spends on a ship, land that walking on a surface that doesn't rock back and forth must be weird.
Yeah, you're right. But she again looks into the cup and like looks into her reflection. She seems to be thinking about something. There was a point in my life where I was actually stranded for a while.
As in, left on some forgotten atoll and left to die?
More like left to float and die?
Aki. You see Aki go over it in his mind, and you see a look of sorrow in his eyes, and go, if you don't mind inquiring further, how old were you?
She thinks on it. 10, I think. I can't remember much from that period.
What manner of monster leaves a 10-year-old to expire?
She shrugs. I don't know. You know, when you're out there for so long, you know, dehydrated like that, in the hot sun, you start to forget things, and it starts to... You start to imagine things that aren't there.
Right, you see. What, you hear the voice of spirits and see shapes in the water?
Yeah. And I don't really know what was actually there and what wasn't. This just kind of reminded me of it. When I finally got back on ship, I suppose, I drank through, my mother's water supply pretty quickly.
Well, not to be glib, but it sounded like you needed it.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to hear you went through that at such a tender age. No one deserves. No one deserves that. And I apologize profusely for any dredged up memories and for any ripped open scars that didn't deserve the light of day. Yes.
You didn't do anything. I just said that because this actually reminded me of something happy. It's happy.
Happiness
because I lived. That's what this reminded me of. It reminded me of living.
Indeed, I suppose.
So you don't have to be sorry for anything. In fact, I guess I should say thank you. You know, living's one part of the battle, but actually enjoying things like, you know, tea, that's another part, and it's pretty nice.
Well, I suppose I would wager a guess that there is perhaps a little bit more to life than water soaked in, than leaves soaked in water, but
It's the little things.
yes. Well,
How is Kinling looking at this conversation? Because all he said was, oh.
I think I get the feeling it's just that gif of Jesse Pinkman from Breaking Bad drinking water.
He's a little confused. Mev will look at Kinling. What's with that face? Right. I'm very sorry for ambushing you. I probably shouldn't have led with that.
Fine, I suppose. I suppose this sentiment has a universality to it. It's life. As long as you're in a situation that allows it, life should be enjoyed and savoured, and there should be times you should pause and drink it all in, I suppose.
Exactly. That's what I was trying to say.
Also, did you I shouldn't find pride in such trifling things, but did you get it?
Mev looks at him.
Aki
What
does have
is she
like
supposed to
border,
get?
like bordering on a shit-eating grin in his face.
Mev stares at him with like her equal grin, but you can't tell if she's actually gotten anything or not.
You know, like we were talking about enjoying a nice cup of tea, and I said it's good to drink life in, like you drink a cup of tea for it because it's a liquid to be imbibed, you know.
As you're explaining this, her smile just grows.
You see, it's a joke. It's a play on words.
Aki.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, Kindling. But I like your explanations. They're funny.
Wait, so my pun wasn't funny, but the diatribe of its true efficacy was funny?
Yeah.
Okay, well, take the victories where you get them, I suppose.
Kindling, do you need any help hauling things around with your arm the way it is?
How's the? Yeah, I'm guessing. Yeah. I'm guessing we've already got the firewood and made the fire and stuff.
Yeah, I would say at this point, like, you guys have been like just actively relaxing. You've had everything sort of like, you know, sorted for a while, and it's just sort of like just conversations that you're having as you're preparing for your meals and such.
Okay, time to make notes on that conversation.
Yeah, notes. But yeah,
Go guys, lore.
yeah, I guess basically the question now is
Okay.
is that all conversation to be had for the day, or to move to the next, or is that everything?
What's his chops?
Marine?
Well, oh yeah, Marine. And wait, Havelock and Marine, what are they up to?
Yeah.
Marine's just vibing.
Havelock's making his way back with the fox.
Okay.
So he comes back. Does he say anything? What does he do?
Havelock comes back. He's gonna basically just shoo kindling from the cooking area, and he's gonna make the fox for him and everybody else.
Okay.
Alrighty. So, I guess then that you prep the fox, cook it into whatever meal it is your heart desires. That's possible.
Turn fox into lobster.
Oh my god, I love how now we've all got, like, because of all like the parasites and tapeworms that's probably going to be in the fox. We like the number of the party is doubled.
Yeah, Ed.
Alright, so if that's the case...
We're all parents now. Congratulations on your new babies, everyone.
So...
Um,
Yeah, okay, if there's nothing else that people are doing, then I'd like people to make the perception checks for your shifts.
okay.
Kindling, I'll take the last one for the night by myself, so you can get more sleeps.
I don't trust that.
Bitch.
Well, I mean, I'm not. I probably won't be on duty, but that's sketchy as fuck. Like, out of character. Good lord. Okay, yeah. I'm guessing, like as tradition demands, I'll take first watch with the. So, big man, do you want to give me advantage?
Yeah. Take
Oh,
the
hell
advantage.
yeah. Okay. Perception.
Ah, yeah, rolls 1 on both.
That's 28.
Okay, with your all-seeing eye...
Do I see through time?
No, unfortunately, that would require a 40. You take note of all the various nocturnal creatures that are sort of like scarping about. They all keep a fair distance away from you,
Okay.
but you don't see anything of note.
That was thoroughly uneventful. Right. Right. Keep the place safe, will you, Marine, dear boy? And he'll
Marine gives a thumbs up.
and he'll give a little wave to Mev as the people shift.
Night. Yeah.
Keep a good eye out.
Yes. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and make perception check. I realized I should have rolled with disadvantage before because I don't have dark vision. Are you gonna give me, I guess, normal? Right.
It's dangerous to go alone. Take this.
Okay.
He just takes out his fucking eye, hands it over.
Takes off the metal bits around his eyes. They're goggles.
Alright.
Okay, 17. Like Aki, though nowhere near as much detail, you spot the various nocturnal creatures. You see an owl sort of like flying through the sky at one point, but beyond that, completely uneventful.
Right then.
Can I have Dawes take watch with me and give me advantage?
Technically, yes. Though,
Do that.
yeah.
Perception. It's a
Just
10.
case.
Okay. Seems uneventful. Again, nothing appears to harry you in the night. You don't find that owl that you missed, unfortunately.
I
Damn.
saw it. Sorry.
I have to grab my food when it's arrived, but I would like to start working on everyone's breakfast, making an extra portion for kindling, and then work out.
Okay.
By yourself?
She has not responded. You have received Durance Red.
I feel like I always knew deep down.
Okay. So, if that's the case then, so you all wake up fresh and feeling better after your encounter in the forest. Is there anything anyone's going to do, or are we going to move straight through to the roll for the next day? I am aware that we're nearly at the end of the session, don't worry. I've not forgotten.
I was gonna say, it might be better to end it here.
Well, it depends on what happens. But don't worry.
I don't think I have anything to do today, so.
Okay.
No, I don't either.
Alright. Okay. If that's the case, then we'll just speed through the morning ritual stuff. I need someone to roll me a d10.
Ominous.
Okay, I'll do it. 8.
8. Okay. Roll a d4 for me.
That's even more ominous. Okay. Come on, triangle.
Okay. Alright.
Is it okay? Is it alright?
So, you continue travelling throughout the day. About halfway through, however, Aki, you sort of like look to your left and you notice a forest. It seems normal, except you sort of realise that a few minutes ago that forest wasn't there.
I kind of sort of just shake my head and blink and sort of look up at this sun. Just go take it and I grab my water and take another swig because I think like Aki must be from the chat last night. He's sort of thinking, oh, dehydrated and seeing things, and so sort of trying to take another swig of water. And he looks back to the forest. Is it still there?
Still there. Still looks as real as it was when you initially saw it. It's relatively close to the road. You'd only have to do a small detour if you did.
Is that next to me? It still does.
Yeah.
Let's go. It does, dear boy.
Yeah.
Look to your left. Was that? Have I gone partially insane, or was that forest not there earlier?
Kind of thing. I ain't seen nothing there. But I didn't see nothing there. Now I do. Weird.
I'll sort of slow. What's his name? Crispy to a more of a trot. So keep going, and I'll just turn to the rest of the group and say, "Now, I understand what I might say might make you think that I deserve to be incarcerated in some kind of asylum, but I believe we may be being stalked by a forest."
For the record, the forest is in front of you, not behind you.
Oh, sorry, the forest is in front. Oh, hold on. You said it's to my left.
Yeah, to your left, to your front, and to your left.
Oh, right, okay. And I was just going like, I think this forest is not. I saw our path clearly in front of us, and there was no forest here, but yet we're about to enter one.
Mev
I haven't lost.
leans over to look at the forest.
I haven't lost my faculties, have I? I'm not. I'm still there. I'm not sounding like some sort of raving madman, am I?
No, I see it. I don't think that was there before. What if this is some weird druid shit?
It could be a magical forest.
Maybe it's calling to you, Aki.
Nature shit calling to you is very dangerous. We should not go near it. Shore shit is too much. Ocean, sure. Shore, fuck no.
Thing, you know, if
Okay.
the forest is calling to him.
Okay. Okay. So, as we come, I will stop. I will stop just outside the forest. I'll pull the horse over. Step down from the driver's seat. Sort of walk in front of the horse and say, take a deep breath, and then in Druidic, shout, "What is the meaning of this? If this is some sort of trickery, make yourself known."
So just to quickly check, because the forest is off the path to the left, as I need to take a detour. So do you head towards the forest, or do you just keep going on the main
You said it
path?
was in front of me.
I said in front to the left.
Oh, sorry.
Either way, you'd have to walk to it.
So I assume you do detour over slightly.
I will. Yeah, I will.
Okay, we got that cleared up. Got it.
I'll sort of leave the cart about 50 feet from the forest, and I walk in front of it. So about 30 feet from the entrance to the forest, and sort of shout again in Druidic. What is the meaning of this trickery? What manner of creature or being is doing this? Make yourself known in Druidic.
Okay. There's silence, and then you sort of hear the sound of a sparrow calling at the nearest tree to you. He just sort of looks at you, so picks himself a little bit, and then you sort of realize just on the branch that he's sitting on,
It's the fucking owl.
there's writing on there in Druidic.
I'll go up and have a look at the writing.
Well, it's a little bit far up, but with your perception, it's very easy for you to read.
Yeah, boy. Actually, just for the fun, for the climbing roll, can I try to climb up and have a look at it?
Sure. As you climb up, the sparrow does fly away.
I don't know how to talk to animals. I'm such a shit druid.
You can be the animal.
Yeah, but I don't know what. Yeah, but that just means that I don't know what I'm saying.
Do you ever know what you're saying?
No, I make this shit up on the fly.
Then it's fine.
That druid doesn't have to speak with animals. God.
Fucking nerd.
Yeah.
Technically, he could have it every fucking day if he just prepared it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, he didn't prepare it today, it seems.
I didn't. Yeah, so I'll climb up to the tree branch where the writing is, and I'll have a look at it.
So it's very brief, but it is clearly in Druidic. It takes you a split second, because I assume you're on the branch that the sparrow was on.
If the strongest branch, that would take my weight to near it.
Yeah, the branch that it's on is big enough to take your weight, since it's used for the writing as well. It takes you a few seconds, because then you realize you're reading it upside down.
Nice.
But on it, it simply says, "Seek sanctuary by following your friend." Do you do anything else after that?
I will. Where's the sparrow?
You don't even really need to do a perception check, because again, fucking 23. It's a little deeper into the forest.
Okay. I'll go. I will climb back down from the tree and go over to the group. And with a look of genuine excitement on my face, he just goes, I need all of you to. I need all of you to follow close behind me and make sure nothing bad happens. Okay?
Why don't we just go with you?
I found the first scrap of druidic presence I have since I first arrived. Since the forest near Toe. It speaks of finding sanctuary with friends, and I wish not to alarm them with a no, of course. You may come with me, of course. So I think leave Crispy here for the meanwhile, and we need to inspect this place, for it is imbued with a magic and a presence that deserves investigating.
Mem will nod, and she will lead the cart like a little bit further into the forest, but still kind of close to the entrance, and tie Crispy there to a tree, essentially.
Okay.
And then Havelock's gonna take Dawes, grab him by the shoulders, squish, lift, place him on Crispy's butt. Stay here and make sure that Crispy is okay. Kill anything that tries to hurt him.
Fine.
Mev will leave some rations for them. Obviously, he can eat grass and shit.
But Aki will lead the rest of the party back to the tree with the writing on it, and we'll basically proclaim into the forest, say again in Druidic, seeing I have seen your message about providing sanctuary. It would do me and my compatriots the honor of accepting it. We mean you, or your or this wondrous place no harm. It would do us an incredible amount of honor if you could lead us.
The Sparrow's still where it was previously when you had first spotted it. It's just kind of standing there, observing you. It's about 30 feet in to the forest itself.
Okay, I guess I will start. I'll go follow me, but keep an eye out if this is not in case it's a tree. And I will start walking towards the Sparrow.
Okay. As you keep approaching the Sparrow, it flies off and lands in a tree a little bit further away.
Yeah. Keep following it from point to point, I guess.
Yep. Keep following it until eventually you get towards a clearing. There's a single hollowed out tree in the middle, and you watch the Sparrow flies over to a part of it and wraps its beak 3 times on the trunk, and it almost seems to the Sparrow itself almost seems to fade out of existence.
Oh.
It's a demon bird.
That's really what this is. We've summoned a demon.
Yeah, I'll go to the tree where the bird wrapped on.
Appears to be a hollowed out tree.
Yeah?
What do I do?
Cry.
If it's a hollowed out tree, could I
We could try and push Mevin's side of it since she fits into almost everything.
My goodness.
Tell you what, I'll use Wild Shape to turn into... It's like a small clone. Is there a stat block for a weasel in this game? There is! I will turn into a very creased-looking weasel.
Okay.
And I will, in my new climby weaselly form, I will climb into the hollowed-out tree.
Okay.
While he's in the hollowed out tree, I'd like to rap on it 3 times.
Okay. So, like, wrap onto it. And just to check, I assume everyone else is in the clearing, yeah?
Yes.
I am staying at the edge of this clearing. I'm not going near that shit.
Okay, Havelock, you watch as your friends all sort of fade out of existence.
Oh. Bad shit.
And is this where we're leaving it?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
That's how we're going to call it for this session.
I can't believe we got TVK'd. Except
Goodbye,
Havelock.
Havelock.
See you, mate. It was nice. It was nice meeting you.
Yep.
Can't believe it. I'm the only
Ruined.
surviving party member. This is the thanks I get for...
Remember us.
Change the world. My final message.
Anna has learned her lesson. Don't go in circles. Don't go near the fucking trees. If you see a butterfly, go in the other direction.
Now, it's now Havelock's mission, whichever what party he joins next, that his only, like, goal or bond or whatever is burn every forest in existence.
Literally, congratulations, you've started Havelock's 90s villain arc. He's going to deforestation the shit out of this world.
Wait, when was the first time we vanished?
No, he's talking about Havelock's original group.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm. So, we shall see what has happened to the other members of the Talaria next week, then.